Elden Ring Nightreign is FromSoft's co-op action survival game, and man is this game fun. It is so fast-paced. Your player runs what feels like 2 times the speed as Elden Ring, and gone are the worries of constantly watching your stamina. Your stamina doesn't drain until you start attacking. And running circles around your enemies feels great. One of the other big changes here is fall damage. It's completely gone. Leaping off a cliff onto the ground below was a big shock. I expected to crumple to my death, but then I just rolled away and continued onwards, and I couldn't stop doing it. The game just feels so good to play. Careening off mountains or climbing up craggy cliffs. Even the combat is in full form here, much expected from a FromSoft game. It felt so natural once you understand the nature of it. You start by picking one of the 4 starting characters, which have their own perks and attributes. So after picking your character, you get dropped into Limveld, a sprawling landscape in Elden Ring universe. There's encampments, castles, underground caverns, all fully explorable however you see fit. You and your 2 companions will do the best you can to take down foes and loot chests to find better gear to build up your character. This game is full of surprises. There was one time we started to hear this booming voice echo across the land, declaring vengeance. Then one of my companions was targeted as a Dark Lord began hunting them down.
There is no escape for me, little pillager, bent on sacking the lands of gold.
So, of course, after raging and pillaging, you can spend your collected runes at vendors, purchase perishables or upgrade equipment, or you can head to Sites of Grace and level up. And leveling up is automatic. You just press X, it levels up, and you jump right back into the action. After leveling up, the night comes, an ever-closing deadly rain that will kill you if you don't take the sanctuary fast enough. And that sanctuary is usually a boss battle. Each night boss brought with it an incredible amount of tension and sweaty palms. We only reached the last boss about once, and it was brutal. My second beta test in Limveld, there were what looked to be like new locations and new bosses littered across the land, and that gives me hope for this game. With procedurally generated locations spawning new places to explore and enemies to fight will help the longevity of the game and keep it from getting stale. So, of course, after my short time with the game, I just wanted to play more. It gives you just enough time to grab some equipment, level up, just to barely scrape by the boss battle to start the next day. Each run took about 30 minutes, and it flew by incredibly fast. I can see this game doing some incredible things. New heroes, new equipment, new bosses, new ways to explore. It feels very much like an experiment, but I think people are really gonna love this game. It's one of those experiences that after I was done, I was ready to dive in for another run. It's definitely gonna be one of those games. Just one more run, just one more run. Overall, it's fast-paced, it's brutal, and it's beautiful. Rewarding exploration, satisfying combat with epic boss battles, the intense thematic music pouring in your ears along the cries of your companions as you try to survive the night. I simply cannot wait for the full release in May.